Hello everyone, welcome to Real Wicked Talk. I'm James Otten. Today's video was inspired by a story that I recently read about a particular metal musician who is I don't know what you call born-again Christian, considered a conservative Christian, which to me is funny in metal in the first place, but anyway. And also had become a pastor not too long ago and all this crazy stuff. And what happened was he was engaged in, shall we say, some online video activities with a younger chick fan. And you know, the guy's married, of course, and people are shocked that someone who's such a conservative Christian and a pastor was engaging in this type of sexual conduct, extramarital sexual conduct. And what's funny to me is that people are so shocked by it, actually. And I'm not going to name the guy, and I'm not going to like eviscerate this particular guy. And yeah, it's a band that I've actually been a fan of and listened to over the years too. But you know, the video isn't actually about this guy in particular, but this is just what inspired me to do the video, because people get so shocked. And it's like, it's amazing to me that people haven't figured out by now that the more someone tries to present themselves as such a good Christian, conservative, and all this silly nonsense, the harder they're trying to do that, the more likely it is that they're probably just covering something up. As this guy clearly was, you know. It's amazing to me. People who are not in the know, shall we say, they tend to believe that these conservative Christian people and priests and pastors are actually holy people, and it's like they're so far removed from being holy people. It's all just a front. They don't actually have any real knowledge of anything except, I mean, let's put it this way. Back in ancient times, in ancient Egypt, if you were going to become a priest at the temple, boy, you really had to display real spiritual knowledge. You had to actually, I mean, I guess something similar to like what the shamans still do today. I mean, you have to actually be able to communicate with the spirit realms, the higher spirit realms, and attain some kind of ascension and real actual knowledge. Does that make sense to anyone here? I mean, you can't just like read some passages from a book and pass a test and then all of a sudden, boom, like you're a priest, you know. I mean, it's actually pretty ridiculous to me. Boy, Christianity does not give you any tools to examine yourself and deal with your problems. I mean, that's why so many people just cover them up. Even things that aren't really problems, like with the LGBT people, you know what I mean? They're just people who are born that way, and they want to just like say, no, that's evil, you can't do that, and then people feel bad about it, you know what I mean? And then they just try to cover that up too, and it's not the way to do anything, guys. Wow, it's so ridiculous. Now, you know, at the same time, a lot of people who become priests are actually some pretty sick people. I mean, they're actually child molesters. They're actually I know it's not really funny, guys, but it's ridiculous though. They're child molesters and people like that, and people who are trying to either use that as a vehicle, you know, like a lot of these Catholic priests have, to further their own kind of demented ways, or they're trying to think that if they pray to Jesus enough, they can somehow cleanse themselves or something like that, and that just isn't the way it works. You can't. There's no outside force that's going to help you improve yourself. Your improvement has to come from within. Okay? Let me say that again. There is no outside force, no Jesus or anyone who is going to fix you or make you a better person, or bring you up the ladder any closer to ascension. That has to come from within you. It's all inside you. Everything is inside you, guys. Okay? It's all inside you. You're the one that has to put in the work and actually do it. Alright? And believe me, I've been through all this stuff, and maybe kind of learned the hard way in some ways that, you know, everything is inside you. It's your consciousness is what broadcasts outward, and often, whether you're aware of it or not, is actually influencing or creating your reality in various ways, okay? And that's another thing, another topic maybe for another time, but it's true, guys. You know, you're more than just this physical person in the first place. You've got your aura, you've got the you that exists on the invisible planes, invisible to the naked human eyes planes. Your third eye can pick it up, but you have to kind of open that up and activate it first. As we all should know by now. Pretty much, you know, and you've got your higher self, of course, which, interestingly enough, is the highest version of yourself, existing in a place where time does not exist. If you ever want to visualize this like a white globe above your head, it's you. It's the complete version of you, the completed form, if you will, whatever. A you that can actually view all of your lifetimes at once, because there is no such thing as time on the higher planes. Time is a third density, possibly also fourth density, third, fourth density thing, and then you get up to higher densities, of course. That's go up to 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and wow, maybe we should do a video just about that, actually, because I don't know if a whole lot of people are aware of that. Of densities, vibrations, lower vibrations, higher vibrations, you know, stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, there's no Jesus that's gonna magically, like, you're gonna drink some wine and it's his blood that's suddenly gonna like cleanse you or some silly crap like that. It's not gonna fix all your problems. Praying is not gonna fix all your problems. Going to a physical building like a church is not going to fix your problems. Even though you could say the force that is God is everywhere and in everything, right? But no, that stuff just doesn't work. So what I'm gonna do, I think what I'm gonna do for you guys right now is I'm gonna give you some tools, actually just a little visualization that if you are interested in becoming the best version of you, you can start with, and it'll be like a meditation visualization. It's gonna be something that I actually read in a book one time. Okay. If you want to close your eyes, kind of slow down your breathing. You know, you can go to like a count of 4 or 5 as you breathe in. Hold it for about 4 or 5, however many you can do, or however slow you count. It depends, right? And then exhale for about 4 or 5, a count of 4 or 5, right? Go into this meditative state. Visualize yourself entering a building and then going into an elevator. You're on the first floor. As you're standing in the elevator, you're looking around. There are signs. There are signs that say something like messages about hate, violence, greed, nasty things. You look at these signs and you say, I don't ever want to be on this floor again. This floor is disgusting. This floor is disgusting. I hate it. I don't ever want to be here again. I don't want this to be my experience. You go up in the elevator to, say, like the 10th floor, okay? You open the door. All the signs are love, peace, happiness, joy, good things. And you say, this is the floor that I want to be on. This is the place for me. This is where I want to be. Okay? Now, this alone isn't going to just magically fix your problems either, but what you're doing is you're programming your own self. You're programming your own higher self. Once you can activate your higher self, gain a higher wisdom, that's actually a great, tremendous help to you. And as you reprogram yourself, you start to, and you have to work on this for a while, guys. Like I said, it's not going to be an instant thing. You know what I mean? Change takes time in this physical reality. Change takes time. What you do is you just reprogram yourself, and then you start to suddenly gain more knowledge, experience new things, and that transformation will come from within you. That's how you begin to ascend up the ladder, if you will. That's how you transform yourself into a better person. There are other tricks too. There are things like I learned in a Buddhist book, which oddly when I read it I realized it was something that I already did. Sometimes doing like maybe a nightly or even weekly review before you go to bed or something, like what could I have handled better this day? What could I have done better? You know, things like that. So my cat's staring at me. I don't know what she's staring at, but anyway, that is how you actually improve yourself, reach the ascension that so many people want to reach. If you really want to become woke, you have to activate your third eye and actually awaken. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's not going to happen, like I've said before, you know, reading things online or looking at things on YouTube, except for this channel. Of course, if you look at this channel, I'm going to give you the tools that you need, right? So I'm not going to sit here and give you conspiracy theories and wear a tinfoil hat and say sort of things about how COVID is fake and you need to not wear masks and just go ahead and do stupid crap, you know. People do that, guys. People do that to generate views, okay? They do it to get more views, make more money. Me, you know, I'm just going to tell it like it is, like I always do, because that's what I'm here for, guys. Alright? And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're at pretty well over 10 minutes here now. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for now. Guys, I'm James Otten. Do check out my books on Amazon, Kindle. They've been doing fairly well lately. Lots of great reviews. Shameless plug. And I'll see you next video. Everybody, peace out. Blessed be.